Retail is going to evolve as new retail, and e-commerce is going to constantly gain ground and popularity. And we go live. By the year 2025 and 2030, we will see that the e-commerce user base will have reached the point most of the people who would have wanted to convert to e-commerce would have already converted, and everybody in the world will kind of have access to the smartphones and internet so that they could shop online. The basic payments infrastructure would also be ready by the year 2025. The future of retail, e-commerce, and what we call quick commerce is going to be very, very interesting. By the year 2025 or 2030, delivery within 24 hours would be the new normal. The best-in-class delivery would be done with the help of drones and autonomous vehicles within a matter of couple of hours. When it comes to global e-commerce, definitely the period would be slightly longer, but given the trade relations between the country, I think goods would be able to move from one country to anywhere else in the world if the trade regulations are favorable within a matter of 72 hours. And this, of course, will be done with the help of proper trade channels and the custom permits. Now, how will the future of e-commerce, quick commerce, and new retail evolve? The mobility players are very keen to get the share of this pie called e-commerce. As a result, they are launching a lot of quick commerce initiatives wherein within a local region they tie up with the retail stores to enable quick delivery within a matter of 1 to 2 hours, which some of the e-commerce providers are still struggling with. Thus, what will become very important for the e-commerce players is to either build up the quick commerce capabilities themselves or ensure that their delivery systems and the logistics and the supply chain tech is in place to ensure 1 to 2 hours of delivery to compete with quick commerce that delivers goods within 30 minutes or up to a couple of hours. People will never stop going out for four things: food, fashion, fitness, and fun. Now, whether they order these things online totally depends upon the experience that the e-commerce and the quick commerce company provide to them, and whether they go into the real offline places for these four things. I repeat, food, fashion, fitness, and fun will depend upon what kind of in-store experiences the physical outlets or the retail outlets give to these people. But these four categories are definitely going to stay in demand, and there is going to be a constant tussle between the online channels and the offline channels to optimize the sale or the point of transaction. I mentioned that delivery speed would be very important because by the year 2025 and 2030, regulations regarding the drone-based deliveries and the autonomous vehicle-based deliveries would be much more easy. They would be carved out, and the regulators and the country infrastructure would be better. The developed countries, of course, would be faster to adopt this, and maybe the underdeveloped and the emerging markets will still have a time lag given the quality of their infrastructure. But people would like to go out for the four things I mentioned. The retail companies or the retail stores that actually want to compete with the online experiences, they will have to work on the in-store experience, as I like to call it. The local mom and pop stores or the retail outlets, the only way they would be able to compete with the e-commerce companies that have built up the delivery capabilities is by giving some transparency of their inventory to the end consumer. What do I mean by that? Let's say you are sitting at home right now and you feel that you want to go out somewhere or for any reason, and on the way you want to shop something, but when you reach the mall or sitting at home, you are not sure whether that thing would be available at the mall or not. So within matter of 2 to 5 kilometers radius, there would be platforms that would give real-time visibility into the inventory systems of the retail outlets within that proximity. Now the choice will lie on the customer whether they want to use quick commerce to bring those goods and services to themselves, or whether they want to go out and have the experience of getting that thing, depending upon, of course, the quality of the in-store experience, as I like to call it. Right now, the challenge that the retail outlets are facing is that they do not have inventory systems that give a real-time visibility to the consumer whether that particular product or service is available on their platform. And even if the visibility exists, somehow the digital channels have not managed to accumulate or engage the user base so that the users, before going out of the place, actually check for the inventory of the particular thing that they want to buy. So most of the shopping that is happening at the retail outlets is not exactly planned shopping. It is planned in the sense that you know what you want to buy, but it is not planned to the extent that you really know that you're looking for this particular SKU of this size, and hence you just go out and experiment. If you find what you want to buy, well and good. If you don't find, then you feel it's okay, you just went out without any plan. So the inventory visibility systems are going to be very important, and also how to convert this offline traffic again into online traffic, the localized and personalized offers that can be added through these value-based platforms of retailers is something that is going to determine the future traffic or the shopping traffic for these offline retailers. Thus, it is very important that the retailers start working on their inventory systems, and at the same time they start working on the personalized and the localized offers for the products and the services that they hold in the inventory. It goes without saying that they will need partnerships with the e-commerce and the quick commerce companies to ensure that some delivery systems are in place as well. These were my views on the future of retail. I look forward to hearing your ideas on how do you think retail is going to evolve in future. This is Siddharth Sharma signing off. I love to speak about digital transformation and strategy topics and look forward to connecting with you on these social platforms.